Hey, you guys, how is everyone doing today?
Evening, all.
I know it's gonna take a
Long time
minute.
no see.
It's gonna take a minute for it to set up. So, okay, I think we are all set now. Let me know if you guys can hear us and see us. Okay, give us a 5x5 in the chat. Man, it's yeah, it's. Let me know. I thought you had it muted.
Oh, that's what I did.
Man, it's yeah. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. It's been a while since we've done one of these. We've had just a lot of things going on and stuff like that. We'll talk about some stuff in a minute. I'm gonna say hi to you guys first. Country Heat was first in the house, so congrats on that. Down the rabbit hole, D, Pilgrim, Jamie Cherney, James. Can't speak today. James Trump. Mary Miles, Bamagen. I wasn't sure how many people would actually be in here today because this is not our usual. Let me make sure. Oh, make sure you guys are in all messages. I just had to change mine and fix that. I wasn't sure how many people would actually be in here today because this is not our usual time for doing a live stream. Thursday, we just had some stuff going on and everything. We've had some pretty bad weather here for a while. I mean, it's been raining like on and off for a lot, and it is today too. It's a little better now than it was. It was thundering and lightning for a little bit. So if for some reason it just, we lose internet or whatever, that's why we kind of go off. We'll go off and stuff. But hopefully everything will be fine with this. Hey, Simply Tony, good to see you. Yeah, it's been like 4 weeks since we've done a live stream. We just had a lot of stuff going on. His doctor's appointments and stuff. He's still, if you guys were here, hey, Blackbird, good to see you. If you guys were here and heard when he was talking about his arm, his right shoulder, and purple and everything like that,
all down my arm,
all down his arm and everything. We've been dealing with the VA trying to get this taken care of and everything, and they've just been absolutely horrific. Hey, Virginia Bushcrafter, good to see you. He finally got an appointment through TRICARE or TriWest or whatever it's called, which is like the community thing.
Veterans Choice.
It's where you can go and see a different doctor instead of the VA one. So he's finally got an orthopedic appointment on the 26th of this month. But we've been trying to get VA to do that for forever. In fact, I had to call them like 4 or 5 times, harassing them about getting his MRI scheduled. And he finally got that done like last week or the week before, something like that.
Week before.
And
they still haven't told exactly what happened on the MRI. I guess the orthopedic surgeon will let me know.
Well, I guess it was something because after the MRI, then they finally did schedule for the orthopedic. So
if I know it's going to take surgery, and if it wasn't going to take surgery, they wouldn't send me to an orthopedic surgeon.
Yeah, probably. Hey, Sherry, good to see you. Hey, Little Lone Prepper, good to see you. Good to see all of you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Like I said, I was actually not even expecting anybody to show up because this is not our usual day. Today, we just wanted to kind of talk about some basic prepping type things, some stuff that we've been doing and things, and just some ideas and reminders to you guys. I've also got the link posted in a pinned comment for you guys. So anybody that wants to jump up on panel and just come up here, if you got a channel or not, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but if you got a channel, you can come up here and talk about your channel, what you got going on. Otherwise, if you just want to come up and talk about prepping, things that you're doing, do that. If you want to just get up here and just chit chat, that is fine too.
It's free
open for anybody. We're just gonna hang out for a little while. Yes, a beavering jamboree. Yes.
It's not to say that we won't do scenarios, what ifs, or whatever like that.
Hey, Annette, good to see you.
But I think we want to start something where it's a free for all. Everybody can talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try doing these maybe like once a week too. We're gonna try to going back to maybe doing two
Yeah.
live streams a week. We'll just kind of see how things go.
I'd like to do 2 live streams a week.
Yeah, and it's just with the doctors and
Maybe
stuff.
3.
Like he's got another doctor's appointment this Friday, and then he goes to orthopedic the next week, and it's just like trying to deal with VA too. I've been on the phone with them. It's ridiculous. It
Well,
really is.
We had to go to Tyler
Uh-huh.
for blood work, and the guy took like 4 vials of blood. And he gave me a gallon jug and said, "Be in this over a 24-hour period," which is really freaky. And they said, "Oh, but this one blood test I can't do. You're gonna have to go to Dallas for that."
Yeah,
Which is,
and Dallas is over 2 hour drive for us. So basically, to do this one blood test, we'd have to drive over 4 hours back and forth for a 5 minute blood test in Dallas. And they do pay travel reimbursement
If you've
but
got a
if you
scheduled
have a
appointment.
scheduled appointment. So if we were to go to the emergency room, which he had to do for his shoulder because nobody was doing anything, we didn't get travel reimbursement for that. For this blood test, we wouldn't get travel reimbursement. So it's like driving and all the miles of wear and tear on the vehicle and everything. And I told them we
I
weren't
think
doing
they
that.
pay 41 cents per mile of the trip.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but I mean it does help out a little
And
bit.
that's
But
not, depending on what the price of gas is at the time,
yeah,
it could pay for it, it could not pay for it.
yeah, but we've just been oh, I was trying to read what James had said about Rhino governor tried something a while back and
Yeah,
it got
I
shot
thought
down.
I'd
So.
seen something online. I wanted to move to Tennessee, and one of the many factors was their gun control laws were okay. Actually, not just Tennessee. I want to be really close to the Smoky Mountains.
Mhm.
It's not to say we couldn't, but right now the only way we could is if we won the lottery.
Yeah, but I mean Texas is pretty good. I mean, minus the border problem, but hopefully the governor's trying to fix that. We've talked about that before, so I'm not gonna really go into that and talk about it because all it does is get me steamed up and stuff. But it's like, we've had a border problem for many, many years now. So why now all of a sudden are they, going up against the president and stuff? So
Well, it's also,
it just frustrates me. So
people talk about can Texas legally secede from the union because Texas Republic was its own country. But I've got a news flash for people that wonder if we can legally leave the union. If Texas decides to leave the union, we won't be asking for permission.
Right. And other states will join though too. And I think that that's what they're afraid of. And that's why they're trying to make it difficult for us to do it because they don't want other states to go with it. Hey, Grandma Jen, good to see you. Also today I just kind of wanted to just go over some prepping things and just, a few little topics. We don't really have anything set in stone what we want to talk about. So if there's something you guys want to talk about in chat, just try to put it in all caps or something so I can see it for sure.
James said he's outside of Gatlinburg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when we met John at Pigeon Forge,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to live in Pigeon Forge or maybe not in Gatlinburg, but I'd like to have it where a semi-short drive to Gatlinburg because I think we'll be going there a lot. That was a fun city.
It was fun. I wouldn't want to live there. It's too
No.
touristy. It's kind of like a Vegas
A lot of
without
traffic.
the gambling and stuff like that. But I did have a lot of fun when I was there. Spent way too much money. But
To me, it's kind of like a redneck Vegas / Six Flags.
mhm.
And I don't mean redneck as a bad term.
Yeah, no, definitely. So we moved here. A lot of you guys know that we moved here not too long ago. We moved in August to this house. Have a little bit of land and stuff. One of the first things that I wanted to do when I got here was get some water catchment water. It's
Matter of fact,
really,
James just said the big thing is the pool and water storage.
yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about water storage and stuff a little bit. We moved here. We are about 0.9 miles away from the lake.
From
There's
from the end
there's
of our
a
driveway to the boat ramp.
yeah,
0.9
there's a
miles
boat ramp and a place like a bank where we can go fishing and stuff. So when we moved, I didn't realize when we were moving here that we were that close until I drove down there. I was like, holy cow, that's closer than I thought.
Yeah,
So
Right.
this was
there's two big lakes and we're right on one of them.
so one of our ideas was I had gotten a utility cart, a garden cart, whatever, however you want to call it, kind of the same thing that,
Garden
you
cart.
know, that to haul. And I figured since it's not even a mile, it would be a good distance where if we had to, we could load up some containers, go down there, get water, bring it back to the house. Wouldn't be very pleasant. It's still a little bit of a pain. Keeping water inside your house, like gallons of water, is really difficult to do unless you have a ton of space or you just want to put them all over the house. It's a really hard thing to do, but you can do it, and you have to do what you can do. Like we've got a Berkey type filter system. We've got the Sawyer Minis, Life Straws, all those kind of portable things. We've got tabs that you put in that to mix with the water, make it drinkable and stuff. There's bleach. I mean, we could do a whole show just on different types of things for water. And one of the things that we were lacking, because all we had were some gallons in the lake, which was a little ways away, was some big storage. Well, instead of going out, and this is just a reminder for you guys that that, you know, don't go and buy something right away just because you need it. Wait and see if you can find a deal on it or something. Okay, because there's time.
These water totes, I've been wanting one for a while, but I haven't been really stressing over it. I knew something would happen. God seems to provide.
That's what I was just gonna say is just I know not everybody is religious out there, not everybody believes in God, but if you do, he knows what your issues are and he will help and provide and find a way for you. Because I was looking on Amazon and some different places like Tractor Supply and stuff for these totes. They're like what, 300 gallon?
Well, they got 275, 330. They're probably bigger, but those are the two sizes I know of.
Okay, and we were looking at some of those and they were going for like around 700, maybe even 800 plus shipping and stuff.
Yeah,
So they're
I
going to be
think
pretty expensive.
Amazon, they were a little bit cheaper, but they were going to charge $150 shipping per tote.
So what we did, which this was complete accident, he went on Facebook
Yeah, I was
Marketplace looking for
messing
something
around.
else, just looking.
Facebook on Marketplace, I was looking for a pickup or a cheap boat, but I just scrolling down, and I found totes on sale.
What we wound up getting, we got 4 of them. 3 of them were $50, and they gave us one that was it was just discolored and things like that. It looked like it maybe had rusted. It was like that kind of color and stuff.
There was a little bit of rust looking outside the tote.
And
probably
so
just fine.
they gave it to us for $10, and we decided we would use that one for like the chickens, the garden, that kind of thing with it.
We got 3 that were 275 gallons, and we got 1 that was 330 gallons. And when I first looked on Facebook a week before we actually bought it, they were saying $60 for the 275 and $75 for the 330.
Mhm.
Well, push comes to shove, we show up.
Hey, Teresa, good to see you.
Didn't matter what side, $50 each and $10. We didn't have a vehicle to get it home, and the guy said on the side he would charge $150 to deliver.
Now, I know we probably we were thinking about getting a U-Haul or something like that so we could get them all to the house. It probably would have been cheaper, but it would have been more of a pain in the butt. However, so we got 4 big totes and 5 pallets too that were in like perfect condition.
Yeah,
Like
the
they had never been.
one time use, they look brand new.
Yeah,
For
and
$2 each.
yeah, and so we went ahead and had him just deliver all that. So basically, we got everything for about $300,
Mhm.
which is still way less than what we would have even paid for one tote.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, I know we could have done a cheaper way of getting them delivered, possibly, but I was
But
like,
with
you
him
know
being
what?
kind of handicapped with my arm,
That's the problem too, because his arm, he can't do anything with the right arm, and now his left arm's hurting too.
Yeah.
But
my right arm, I can't lift anything heavier than a coffee cup.
yeah, so we figured that was the best way to do it. So now
And then
instead
come
of
payday, we're gonna go back and get at least 2 more. And I plan on getting anywhere from 15 to 20
pallet,
pallets, because I've got some construction projects here that they would be excellent for.
yeah, so now we have a backup to our backup. So we've got the water totes for our first, and then now we have the lake as our backup, because you can never have too much.
I must say, hey, I caught a lot.
Hey, what's up? You can never have enough. You should always have a backup to your backup and stuff, just in case.
Yeah.
So now we've got other ways of doing things. And like somebody said in chat, I think it was James maybe or something, that water is so very important.
Oh, yeah.
You can't live without it.
You can live a considerable amount of time without food. You can't live long without water.
Right. And so that just helps us feel a little bit more confident about that. And now, as much rain as we've been getting lately too, we should be able to set it up and catch some good rain this spring. And
Well, I've got to put some gutters on the house
Yeah.
with a downspout so we can start collecting rainwater. But we're gonna fill them up with tap water right now
Mhm.
to kind of, we're not in a big hurry. I can take my time. I can do it right, and then as we're using the water, I can replenish the rainwater.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
we've got a little over 1,100 gallon capacity. And like I say, I'm planning on getting 2 more 330 gallons. So we're looking at about 1,800 gallons of water we'll have here.
Yeah. So basically, the moral of the story is, look around, look at thrift store. I don't know if they'd have that kind of thing at thrift stores,
Yeah.
but other things for prepping. Look at thrift stores, garage sales, estate sales, Facebook Marketplace. I did do a video when we first started the channel, so like over a year ago, about Facebook Marketplace scams. So you do have to be careful on there. Don't give any of your personal, don't give your phone number out and stuff like that. Maybe meeting someone at a certain area or something would be better, but just be safe about it. But you can sometimes get some really good deals.
Well, it's
Stuff
kind of
like
like
that.
I went to a local lumberyard and they had some pallets that were in really sad shape
Mhm.
for free. But the thing is, I don't know if you know, over when you have a pallet, on top of the pallet, there'll be a wood board that the metal strip would go across. And they had a big stack of those wood boards that were practically new and they were free.
Yeah.
So I've got about 100 of those boards for
Yeah.
free.
So you guys, I know most of you guys in here are seasoned preppers. Hey, Shannon, good to see you. But for those that might actually catch this video, that isn't and thinks, oh my gosh, prepping is so expensive, I just can't do it. Look for deals and things like
Yeah.
that.
Just keep looking. Don't think you've got to buy everything all at once. Deals will
Hey,
pop.
Randy, good to see you.
Deals will pop up, and just have a little bit of money in reserve where when a deal does pop up, jump on it.
Yeah, Rabbit. We did at our other house that we're at, because we didn't have a lot of land or anything for there. We actually had like an inflatable hot tub thing. It was a decent size, and then we had a huge pool. It was above ground, but it was huge, and that was going to be our water storage over there. Like if we needed it or something like that, we would have that extra too. So yeah, that's another point. There's many different ways of doing things and cheaper ways of doing things.
Like I always like to say, improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's a good thing about prepping channels too, is that everybody preps a little bit differently. They have different circumstances and stuff. So it's good to kind of get a perspective of how other people think about different things and stuff like that too. Because there is no perfect way for doing it. If somebody says this is the way you have to do it, and you have to do it this way, then I would say don't watch them anymore because that is not true.
Like, we've got chickens now. We've got some chickens outside and we got a bunch of chickens inside that are youngs. But I'm gonna have to start to do dehydrating of eggs because right now we have 50 eggs in this household.
Yeah, and that's just from the last couple of weeks. And we've only got 7 hens outside laying.
And a week ago I boiled 20 eggs.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of eggs right now. I don't know if anybody else out there, if you guys got chickens, if you guys are getting a lot of eggs or not, but holy crap.
Yeah.
But they just started laying because they just turned old enough about a month and a half
And
ago,
the ones
something
we
like
got,
that.
the baby ones will be at least 4 more months before they start laying.
Probably 5 months.
5 months.
5 months before they start laying. So we're gonna have an overabundance of eggs. That's for sure. I wish I had a pool I'd stock fish in it. Actually, that's a good idea. We were talking about we wanted to get a pond or something, put a pond on our property or something like that. And we found a place that actually does do that has fish. I think it was like $100 for $100 or something. I don't know if that's a good price or not.
Well,
But
I hadn't thought about that.
I didn't think about a pool for it.
Get one of those kind of cheap above ground pools at Walmart and stock it with fish.
It would be a lot cheaper than making a pond.
Or what I want to rent an excavator to build a bunker. And I was thinking pond, and I was thinking, a liner for a pond is really expensive. Well, how about if I dig a hole and we put an above ground pool in the hole?
Yeah, Rabbit. I haven't ever water glassed before, but I definitely am wanting to figure out how to do that and do that with the eggs because we're getting a lot. Also, probably after this bunch of chickens, we probably won't be buying anymore. I just want to get enough chickens for now, and then I need to get an incubator, so I'll probably do that in the next month or two or something. So then that way we'll be able to make more chickens and stuff,
And
so we
we
can keep it going and stuff.
What is in Tyler? We don't have a Atwood, and we saw they had an incubator that was less than we thought it was going to be.
Well, they can be expensive, but you can also get one for a decent price. So, that's one of the next things we're going to do here fairly shortly. Hey, Meme Prepper, good to see you.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about that.
Actually,
I think it's mostly clickbait.
No, we were actually going to bring that up in this live stream a little bit, talking about the eclipse. Okay. I don't know exactly how much of this to go into. What I think is, first of all, for yourselves, you know how much some of these channels on here that just have like some clickbaity title and all about fear and World War III has begun and whatever.
Yeah,
okay, that's a big thing. Is people like to do that.
That's on YouTube that does it a lot.
Well,
I get suckered into seeing his videos and then
we won't mention any names. Everybody knows who we're talking about.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the government knows too that if you're scared, then they can control you. So I would say don't be scared. Don't be worried about it. We are in the path of totality. So we're going to actually have 4 minutes and 30 seconds about or something of it, complete blackness right where we are.
It's a town just really close to it.
We could probably see it right from here, but we about 15 miles away is
Sulphur Springs, and they're supposed to be right in the middle of it.
Yeah, so we're probably going to go there and watch that. I think a lot of there's 2 different camps that are going on right now with the eclipse. There's the people that are saying it's biblical.
Yeah.
And then there's the people like government officials and stuff that are saying something bad's going to happen. They're They're saying don't be traveling, stock
what's
up on food for a couple weeks, different
Black-
things like that.
Black Swan.
Yeah, so
False
there's two
flag.
different things that are popping up everywhere.
One person said the rapture is going to happen, which I don't think so.
Okay, well, number one, everybody should have 2 weeks worth of food stocked up anyway. You should have enough stuff where you don't have to leave for at least 2 weeks. So you shouldn't have anything to worry about because that's what they're mainly saying is that. The other thing is biblical. I know not everybody out there, again, believes in God and stuff, but in the Bible, and he uses signs. He made the earth, the stars, the heavens, all that. So he uses that as signs. And some people are saying the way that this total eclipse is coming across the United States, different things that it's hitting, like different cities, is really strange. This one is coming in through Eagle Pass, which is completely crazy because if you guys know what's been going on at Eagle Pass and stuff, it's weird. They're also saying from the last total eclipse, which started in California and went across east, this one's going from the south to the north, that they meet and they make a cross. They make an X across the United States. I believe that America is Babylon, so we're going to fall. Whether something happens, I don't think anything's going to happen on this day.
Well, Rabbit Coyote said something about a coronal mass ejection. If that would happen, I'm thinking that means that the East and the West Coast would be fried. And because we're actually in the path of the complete, Texas would be saved from that.
I would have to say, I don't think the rapture is going to happen on that day because everybody is thinking that it is. So that wouldn't make any sense. But
Although
wouldn't it be so awesome if it did? Because everybody is looking up and you can see Jesus coming down from the clouds. Now that would be a sight to see. I mean, it really would be.
Yeah.
I do think it means something, but I don't know what it means. It's just going to be a strange. I think the reason.
Yeah, Little Pepper, you are correct. I think we are following Rome's path exactly.
Yeah. Like I said, I think it would be completely amazing if that happened and we all looked up and saw Jesus coming down from the clouds. But unfortunately, I don't think that is what's going to happen. It might be just another seal opening. It might not be anything. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't know dates. I don't know any of this stuff. And anybody that says that they know exactly is a liar, and you shouldn't believe them because they're a false prophet and a false witness. That's my thought on it.
Rome told to let the barbarians in the gates, but without weapons, and they actually let them in the gates with weapons. Our border being attacked, overrun.
Honestly, I think the reason the government and different mayors, governors, and stuff like that are calling for, are telling people to be prepared and cautious and stuff like that is because I think it's from YouTube. So many people are making a big deal about this eclipse that they're afraid that there's going to be mass traffic jams, just people trying to go and see it and stuff because people on YouTube are making such a big deal out of it. It's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe the higher ups do know something that I don't know. I'm not an elite, so I'm not in on the knowledge and stuff like that, unfortunately. But
neither is Biden.
Well, actually, yeah, that's true too. Sorry, I was just catching up with chat because I didn't. Yeah, Mary, they didn't do that back in 2017. That's the thing is, I was like, they weren't making such a big deal of the last one that came across. It came across from California and exited the East Coast. This one's going up from Texas and going up through to Canada. Well, actually, it starts in Mexico and it's coming
Yeah.
up through Canada.
I'm wondering, I know there, not to change the subject, but before I forget, the coronal mass ejection that happened on Earth that fried all the telephone or telegraph wires. What year was that? How many years has that been? It's, in the life of since Jesus Christ. It's very let's just say in the timeline, it was not that long ago of the age of the Earth.
Oh, I did know that actually because I watched a video about that or
Mhm.
something like that. I don't know actually, but there's just a lot of things going on also with the sun is what people are saying and stuff like that. Hey Tara, good to see you. So there's just a lot of things to watch out for. There's a lot of reasons to be prepping now. I don't know if you're not in the line of totality, I don't know whether you should try going there. I guess it just depends on how big of a city you're going to go to and stuff like that and what state and stuff.
Be careful looking at it because during the totality,
Mhm.
it's safe to look at it, but once the start
Yeah.
uncovering it, if you're looking straight at it, it could cause damage.
Yeah, and also there's been some talk about glasses that you buy and stuff to watch it, that some of them, even though they say that they're rated or whatever, that they're fake glasses and stuff like that. So just be aware of that and be careful too if you are trying, if you're somewhere where you're going to be able to see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
has anybody heard anything about Yellowstone seismic problems where they
Well,
evacuated Yellowstone?
I also heard that the last eclipse or something, that there was a massive earthquake in California or something like that. And they're afraid with this one, there's going to be another one too.
Well, you think, well, like I say, Yellowstone, there's a super volcano underneath there.
Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of things going on, weather-wise, disaster-wise, and everything. So it's just another reason just to prepare. Oh, you still have your glasses from 2017? That's cool.
No,
We went out and got some. I don't know if they're actually legit or not, but I guess I'll find out if I go blind or not.
like maybe look at your camera
Mhm.
or look at a mirror when you're not actually looking.
Actually, I'm gonna try to live stream it from my phone, maybe from like for so long, the beginning to whatever. So if you want to see it or something, maybe I don't know how that's gonna work or if it's even gonna have a good picture or not. So I'm not for sure on how that's gonna work.
Yeah,
but
definitely a welding hood would work.
Mm-hmm. They've also got ways that you can kind of make one at home and stuff. Use aluminum foil in a box. But with that method, you're not looking up at it like you would with glasses. You're kind of putting it behind your shoulder and then you're seeing it inside of the box.
You're kind of seeing the reflection of it, not
Yeah.
directly at it.
But of course, that way it's a lot safer on your eyes and stuff, but you're not actually looking at it. You're going to be having it to your back with the box and looking in through the box.
And I
like
was
you
just
said.
thinking if we're in self-esteem, so like, say if we're in the Walmart parking lot, then are all the street lights going to come on because they
Oh, possibly if it. Well, no, because it's early in the day.
yeah, no, but if they're have what do you call it?
Total blackness.
No, where they come on automatically after the sun goes down.
Yeah.
I'm having a brain fart.
I don't know if that'll happen or not. I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Yeah, a simple pinhole in a box with a screen behind it makes it good. That's kind of what I was saying, you know. Yeah, you poke a little pinhole through it, but the way that I was talking is you wouldn't look through it at the sun. I think you can make glasses like that, but I'm not 100% sure. I think the dog's trying to get in the door.
I think so.
The door handle just moved. What the heck?
We got a dumb smart, bad puppy. He's been harassing the chickens, but he knows how to open a doorknob.
Yeah,
The
you can
one
open
knob
our
is-
doors.
Not the round knob, but the one that.
Like a curved knob type thing and
Mhm.
stuff. I think he was just trying to open up the front door right now. Because I'm like, the door handle just moved and made a noise. He can open up our patio door through in the bedroom. We actually have to lock it on the inside because he jumps up there and hits the handle so hard that it like pushes the door open and
He can't
stuff.
learn not to shoot everything in sight or chase after chickens, but he can figure out how to open a door.
We actually got him to protect the chickens, but instead he's harassing them and eating them. So
One, so he killed one and
he
ate part
killed
of it.
one. Yeah.
If that happens again, the dog's gone.
Yeah, he's a what is he called? Great Pyrenees. I think I have a shorts up with him and stuff, but he's a big troublemaker and stuff.
Well, you know, all puppies thinks the world is their chew toy.
Yes, that's true about the rating on them and stuff, but I've heard, and I don't know if it's accurate or truth or not, that some people are selling fakes out there, and it still says that the ISO, the rating and stuff on them is that, but they're not actually. So I don't know if that's true or not. It's just rumors. I'm like you guys. I watch a lot of YouTube and I see a lot of videos about different things, and I've seen so much about this eclipse already that I'm kind of tired of seeing it. It's a lot of the same type of stuff, but like I said, like the governors and stuff are saying, you know, have a couple weeks of food, stay inside, don't leave the house if you don't have to and stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being prepared anyway. You guys should have a couple weeks worth of food. You should have more than that, but you know, it shouldn't affect us really in any way. Us preppers,
I mean,
we
you
should
know,
be ready.
I'll look up, but what to me the experience is is like, okay, what time of day is it supposed to happen?
Here, it should be around. I think it was 2 o'clock or 2:30 or something like that.
And then just being outside and looking around, and it's like it looks like nighttime out here. This is freaky.
Well, also one of the things is it's not supposed. We're not supposed to have another eclipse over the United States for 40 or 70 years or something. I don't know, quite a while. So I think that's another reason people are making a big deal, because it's the last one that's going to hit the United States in so long. So it's the last one we'll be able to see. We just had one like 5 years ago. Was it 5 years in 2017? So actually 7 years ago.
From 1978 till 2020, I was an aircraft mechanic working outside, and I'd get to work most of the time 4 o'clock in the morning. I saw a lot of partial eclipse. I saw a lot of sunrises. Sometimes there weren't nights. I saw sunsets, and I got to see God's creation up front.
Mm-hmm. I was just trying to check on chat. Does anybody want to come up here before
Yeah,
we got about half an hour, and then we'll stop. So if anybody wants to come up here, the pinned comment has the link to come pop on up here. Whatever you want to talk about, it's fine. Hey, Rescue, good to see you. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Like I said, we're just kind of, you know, just bullshitting or whatever. We're just, you know, nothing. We don't really have any topics or anything to talk about. Just wanted to get up on here and let you guys know that we're still okay, because it's been so long since we've had a live stream.
Rabbit Coyote is a welder. I wasn't a welder per se, but I was going to college for a while for manufacturing engineering technology, and as part of the course, I had to take welding, where I learned arc, oxyacetylene, MIG, and TIG.
I don't think you could ever look like a homeless hot mess, but okay, Bamagen.
I don't see that ever happening.
But I know what you're saying, because I'm like that too sometimes. Like if I go into other live streams or something, they're like, you know, whoever wants to pop on up, and usually I'm like in my pajamas, my hair's a mess, haven't done my makeup or anything, and I completely understand that. So
You look pretty all the
time. No, but thank you.
Me.
Yeah, but what do you do? 5 seconds to get ready?
Well, true, because I don't care.
Well, I mean, guys are lucky in that sense. They don't have to worry about all that.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. What else?
I mean, as long as you like the way you look, that's all that matters.
What else were we working on? Oh, we started a garden and it looks like it's doing okay. We got radishes that are leafing up pretty good. We started those with seeds, and then we started lettuce and
Yeah, I was
broccoli
gonna
and
ask,
stuff.
what kind of lettuce are we growing? Is it romaine?
I can't remember now. I think it's leaf lettuce.
Uh-huh.
There's 2 different kinds in there. Butternut
Uh-huh.
leaf.
How can we tell when it's ready to harvest?
I'll have to go and look. It's probably going to be a little bit longer.
They're getting
For
pretty
that.
big.
But yeah, so it's Hey Rip Curl, good to see you. So this is another reminder. Spring's coming soon. Hey Kevin, glad
Hey.
you can make it.
How you doing, Kevin?
We're lucky here in Texas because it's been spring for a while. In fact, it was summer for a little while. And then now we're back to rain and a little bit cooler. It's not bad, but it's a little bit cooler. We were in the 80s like a week ago or something. So it was warm. We didn't have much of a winter. I know some places, some people are still getting snow in some places. I'm like, oh.
I mean, it should be winter, but it's not.
Yeah, it's been a pretty
I'm not
mild.
complaining.
No, it's been a pretty mild winter here. Had a lot of rains this last month, but other than that, it's
I feel
pretty
like
good.
if we lived by the Smoky Mountains, we'd have more winter eyes. So that just means more artwork and.
I know I didn't really get a chance to do much of anything this winter because it kind of went away so fast. So we've been trying. Plus, we had so much stuff to do since we moved into this house. Moving is a pain in the butt, let me tell you. I've still got a whole room upstairs that I have still boxes of stuff, which reminds me to another point that I did want to bring up. We have some water hoses outside we're using, and I guess one of them had a leak or it needed some tape and stuff around it. So he was asking me about some electric tape or some duct tape and stuff. And I know I have some. I probably have a bunch, but it's packed up somewhere still and I can't find it. So it just reminded me, okay, I need to go and just get some more of it until I can get through all this stuff. So if you guys find holes or something like that and you're like, oh crap, I needed that or whatever, make you a list of different things and then get to them as you can. Don't think you're like, oh gosh, I need to do this. Go slowly, because that's like we're saying with the water thing and stuff. Don't feel like you have to do it all like in a month and stuff.
I bought some things at True Value that was supposed to repair hoses. Neither one of us can get the screws back out.
Oh, is that what that was for? Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna try
the metal ones instead of the plastic ones.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It seems overwhelming at times. And that's the thing. I think that we don't have a lot of time, which kind of scares me before things all go downhill. But I do think we have enough time. And I fully believe in lists, making checklists, writing things down and stuff like that. So go through and decide, okay, I don't have a generator. Let me write that down. I want to get my water thing done. I want to get, so whatever your things are, write them all down and then just choose one and, get that one done. And then, you know what? Give yourself a big clap, a big hand for getting it done, because that's amazing. You're one step closer to where you need to be. There's no reason to feel like, oh my gosh, I had that done, but now I need to do this. I need to do this. Just relax and take a breath and stuff. And
it's kind of like my injured arm. I'm not whining about being hurt, but it's just so frustrating because now I'm right-handed. It's my right arm. It's just going to set me back on the projects I really want to get busy on.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem is having to do, with it being getting springtime and stuff. There's some stuff he wants to do
I
outside.
was
and stuff like that.
cut some poles for the pole barn, and I think I could use the chainsaw, but I don't think I can start the chainsaw.
Well, I can start it for you and
Okay.
you can cut or whatever, but maybe just wait, take it easy. It's been raining anyway,
Yeah.
so unless it stops raining, that's not getting done.
Which anybody out there that has
Yeah, that's some good advice there,
Okay.
Rabid. What were you asking, babe?
anybody that has your muscles are hurting. I had an old cowboy tell me something years ago, and I forgot about it. Go to Tractor Supply
Any feed store, probably.
Feed
just
store.
about.
and get some horse liniment. It sure does help. It's like icy hot you get at Walmart. It's better than icy hot, and I think probably volume to volume, it's probably way cheaper than icy hot.
Yeah, we're not doctors. We're not telling you what to do.
Don't take
We're
us
not giving
right.
you medical advice. But for us, that stuff has worked.
Yeah.
Like I was hurting from carrying the totes the other day and stuff on my shoulders, and rubbed some of that liniment on my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm
and
not a doctor
it
or
helped
vet,
a lot.
but it helps with people's muscles.
Yeah, it's something, try it out if you like it. Stock up on some of it and stuff like that.
Hey, Handy
It works
Prepper.
pretty good. Hey, Handy Prepper, good to see you. Try the carnivore diet for body aches.
Really?
I don't know. A lot of people are saying that has a lot of different good things to it and stuff, but I didn't know about for body
Well,
aches.
speaking about diet, I know that pineapples are natural anti-inflammatory.
There's a lot of different.
Diuretic too.
There's a lot of different foods that can help out with different things. A lot of things can help with like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and stuff like that. Just do your research, get some of those books. I believe firmly. I mean, you can use the internet, you can look stuff up, great, but write it down then or something in case you don't have internet at some time and you can't go back and look it up. Just write it down or buy physical books. I love physical
Bamagen
books.
likes it. Main Prepper likes it. It
Oh, wow.
Arthritis. I've got. I don't have rheumatoid arthritis. I've got degenerative arthritis. And I don't know if that would help.
Yeah, I'm surprised everybody in here. I didn't know that many people knew about it. So
Yeah.
I didn't know about it until you told me about it.
Uh-huh.
That guy told you. I think Outlaw Farms had said something about it too, that she liked it, that it worked really good and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy how things like that can help. But like I said, I don't know if there's any side effects for humans using it or not. So maybe they'll turn into a horse. So I'm not giving medical advice, but it's
Part of
something
me.
to try. But yeah. So what else did you want to talk about? Did you have something?
One thing I'm kind of there's a couple things. Does anybody know who Douglas Mackey is?
Should I know the name?
Maybe not. Tucker Carlson talked about him, saying that he was going to jail for mocking Hillary Clinton. Upon further investigation, I found out that the charges were that he impeded people from voting. But what happened was he was, as a joke, that people can vote by text, and they charged him with interfering with the election. So you can't make a joke now.
Well, they're trying to strip away our First Amendment rights, so apparently you can't do anything like that. That's kind of crazy.
And also, is there any validity in the cannibals in Haiti?
Oh yeah. I was hearing about that stuff. I don't know if there's any truth out there or not. It's hard to find information on different things like that and stuff. I know that Florida issued some kind of warning. They were like having a national disaster. They were worried about an influx of Haitians
Oh, also,
Oh my
I
God.
saw one YouTuber saying there was 13 states, 4 being the highest was New York, Florida, Texas, and California are being inundated with Haitians, Venezuelans, and Chinese.
Yeah, Bama Jim said all he did was post some memes and got in trouble for that.
Yeah, to me, that means that they're taking away the First Amendment right, and we are no longer a democracy.
Speaking of First Amendment rights, you guys know about what they're trying to do with TikTok, the ban and stuff. Like, I don't know if their intentions for why they're doing it are legit.
Oh, well, I don't think any of the politicians, left or right, intentions are purely pure.
Yeah, I don't think it's because of who owns it and stuff. I really don't. I think it's another way for them to suppress freedom of speech. But in my opinion, maybe it does have something to do with that, but I don't know why everybody's agreeing on something all of a sudden because nobody agrees on anything. So
Yeah.
that's what's confusing me is why are they all agreeing on the same thing? So I don't know. There's got to be something more behind that.
It's kind of like some people might say that one side is everybody's got the marching orders and they follow them. And the other side's like herding cats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's in your face election interference period. Yeah.
I agree totally. Some people might be totally guilty of what they're accusing somebody else of doing.
Yeah, that's a good point, little lone prepper. About that's the thing is, I think one of the main reasons why so many people don't prep, or one of the main reasons why they say they can't prep, is because of the cost of it. It can be expensive, but it also doesn't have to be.
No,
You know,
like I say, improvise, adapt, and become.
you don't need
There-
to
there
have
are-
the best gear, $500 backpacks. I mean, you don't need that stuff, you
No.
know?
I mean,
And-
there are ways to do things that may not be the exact way everybody else is doing it, but it still accomplishes the same thing you want to accomplish.
Yeah, and that's why I've said, watching different channels and getting different ideas and stuff like that is a good way because, even if you've been prepping, let's say 30 plus years, or you've been prepping 5 years, 2 years, or 6 months, even the person that's been prepping for 30 years or longer never feels like they're completely prepared. And
Mhm.
so, that's something to remember too, is you're never going to feel like you've completely got everything that you need.
Yeah.
That's another reason why having friends, whether they're internet people, mags, just like groups like this where we can get together and talk and stuff and you can interact with people. That's why it's so helpful and stuff too, because then we can help each other on all these different things. And
Mhm.
like there's something that I might be good at that someone else has no idea. So we help each other, or they might be good at something and I don't know. That's the whole thing, is to help each other. Not everybody. Hey, New York, good to see you. Not everybody is going to know how to do everything or have done everything and
Mhm.
stuff. There's just no way you can. You can't do it.
Well, it's like something I've always said is you have a problem in your life that is stressing you out. Try not to stress so much. You have this problem. If you have a solution to the problem, solve the problem. If you don't have a solution, keep looking. At some point in time, you will have a solution to the problem. But until you can, if you can't do anything about it, try not to get overwhelmed by it, because at some point you will be able to fix it, and at that point, fix it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not eloquent.
No, well, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I think so many people are like always, plus, I think too many people are like, well, they're doing it this way, so maybe I should do it that way, or they're doing this, so I should be doing that. Well, no, we're not all cookie cutters of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and I know I'm saying it's harder. It's easy to say and not easy to do. Is don't lose sleep over something that you cannot fix right now, because you can fix it sometime in the future. And not sleeping over something you can't fix right now only will hurt your health.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like of what's going on in the world and stuff. There are things we have no control over. We can't do anything to fix the problem. You know, it's higher ups doing that, whatever. So try, I know it's harder said than done, but try not to stress over the state of the world, the state of the United States, just all this stuff, because God is still in control. He's
Well, it goes back to
still,
the thing we first started out in this was collecting water. And I've been thinking about collecting water, and it's like water is so important in survival. And it's been in the back of my mind, but I knew at some point something would happen. And all of a sudden I found those water tanks that were really bargain, really good price, and I jumped on it.
Mhm.
And like I was thinking about it a lot, but I really wasn't losing sleep over it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's, things will happen for you in your own time, in your own way. Like I said, stressing over things and watching some of these YouTubers. I don't like saying names on my channel and stuff like that, but you guys know who I'm talking about. All the clickbait and stuff, all the fear porn that they do.
Oh, and
They're
while you're
sitting
here,
here-
buy my stuff.
Yeah, and nukes are going to be flying in a day and blah blah blah. Don't be caught up in all that. And
Yeah.
if you need to take a mental break, a mental health break, it's not good for your mental health, first of all, to
Yeah, I
constantly
wouldn't
be like
recommend
that.
I would not recommend do what I do, is being addicted to news.
Yeah, see, that's something too. If you need to take some time away or something for your own sanity, there is no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Good, kind of like earlier today, instead of looking at
Handy
news,
prepper, we were just talking about that. Oops, wrong one. We were just talking about that just a little bit ago. Actually, why the government's making such a big deal about the eclipse and stuff. Kind of like what I was saying is it's all a fear thing. They want to. Plus, I think YouTube's making a big deal of it. You want to know the truth. Too many creators out there, not prepping creators, but some prepping, but mostly all kinds of people out there are putting in content about the April 8th eclipse. And I think the government officials and stuff are either pushing for something to happen that time, which could be why they're talking about it so big, is because they're going to make something happen, or they want to control you with fear. And that's why I was saying, fear. Everybody likes to watch it for some reason. I don't know why. Fear just makes people. I don't get it, because to me, it's like I don't want to be scared like that. I don't. That's why I sometimes have to back away. I stop watching certain creators and stuff. And I just take a break from everything.
Earlier, I was on YouTube, and it's raining here. At the time, it was not storming, just a nice steady sprinkle. And I got a cigar and went out, sat in the chair on the front porch, and watched this squirrel running around playing, observing nature and just relaxing.
Yeah, sometimes you guys just do that. Just realize that you can't do everything at once. You don't have to sit back and relax and realize, I think our world is so fast paced nowadays than what it used to be back when I was a kid and stuff,
Yeah.
And it's like now it's like you always go, 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 go. Everybody's so busy and doing everything, and you're working, and then you're trying to prep, and you're trying to get this done for your house and this.
Well, it's like the thing, stop and smell the roses.
Yeah.
Life is not a destination, it's a journey, and enjoy the journey.
Exactly. And Yeah, I think we're gonna pretty much end it with that. So, you know, that's a big point. And just remember that God is still in control and he knows what's going on and all of this is happening for a reason. So there's no reason to fear or to be afraid or anything like that. So,
And I'll just say that the Constitution, um, our founding fathers knew that these, it was evident that these rights were God given,
mhm.
not government given.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
All right, you guys, we're going to Prepper Nation. If you guys are a member or anything over there, John at Prepper Nation's gonna have a live stream over there here in about an hour or so. So I'll see you guys over there who's gonna be over there. And thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, this was just, you know, a we wasn't scheduled or anything like that. So thank you for being here. And we'll try to do a live stream next Thursday. Maybe we'll try to do some scenarios. So you guys want to leave a comment? You think of a scenario idea or something, just leave it in the comments after the video. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do that. And we will see you in the next one.
and we will try to, every time we go to live, we will have it where anybody can come on board.
Yeah, so we'll start doing that. And I love you, some of you guys to come up on panel with us. It'd be
We'd
great.
love-
But anyway, you guys have a great and blessed night and see you next time.
Adios.
Bye.